Sorry I'm late. You wouldn't believe what happened to me at the grocery store. I was standing in line when... Love? Oh. Hey, no. You're okay. Let me just put this away in the fridge really quick first. It's been a while since I've seen you like this. Can you come with me right now? I'd rather us be on the couch than trying to squeeze into the same kitchen chair together. If that's not something you can do, though, we can stay right here. Whatever you need, it's fine. Do you think you can make it to the couch, or do we need to stay here? Okay, let's head to the couch then. Come on, hold my hand. We'll do it together, a step at a time, you and me. Come here. I've got you. We can just exist in this space for a second. Just you and me. Whatever you're feeling, whatever happened today, it's okay to let it go. I'm here. I know you had a rough day. Can you talk about it yet? Tell me how I can help you. Let me take care of you the way you take care of literally everyone else. I want to. I'm happy to. Take all the time you need. It's okay. What? They expected you to be able to manage that? One of the things I love so much about you, that I've always loved about you, is your heart. The compassion you have never ceases to amaze me and to inspire me. You're always ready to take care of the next patient, the next person who needs you, with no hesitation and no thought for your own needs. Even if no one else sees that or acknowledges it, I do. And it is truly amazing. But it also can only take you so far, love. You're only capable of offering so much of yourself at a time. There are only so many cups you can fill before your own is empty. Wells will run dry if you keep pulling from them and never let them refill. And people are so much more complex than wells, baby. I see how much you want to help everyone as much as you can, and I understand. But that everyone needs to include you too sometimes. You can't help anyone if you're run ragged. You can't help anyone if you're running on emotional fumes. Everyone has limits, even you. I know I do. Love. Love is infinite. The human body, not so much. The human emotional state, not so much. Ignoring what you're feeling only makes that worse. You can't take on all of everyone's pain. You can't fulfill everyone's needs. You just can't. I know you know that. And I know how hard it is for you to protect yourself and your own needs sometimes in the midst of dealing with all of that and taking care of what you can take care of. I'm so sorry that today was a day where that was difficult, love. Right now is about you, love. It's about your needs. You are not an inconvenience. Your needs are not an inconvenience. And right now, what you need is your wonderfully amazing girlfriend to hold you and remind you that you are enough. That drawing boundaries around yourself isn't a cruelty to others, and that taking care of yourself isn't selfish. It's like putting on your own mask in the airplane first. You can't help anyone else if you're struggling to breathe. It's okay to take an emotional breath, even if people are saying they need you, even if they actually do. Yeah? Yeah, I can absolutely do that for you. Do you want me to tell you about how my day went? Okay. Oh, I can tell you about the scene that happened at the grocery store. So, I went in to get the few things that we needed to make dinner tonight. And that's no problem. I don't even need a buggy. I've just got a little hand basket. So I move to get in line behind this little old couple, but the cashier closes the register right before I can get to it. Fine, not a big deal. I move to the next register over. I think it's gonna be fine. It'll be a minute. There's a guy with 3 kids and a massive cartload of groceries at the cashier stand when I get into the line, and there are a couple of other people with decently sized purchases between us, but it's whatever. I mean, you know me. I'd rather deal with the wait than the self-check. I mean, those things are finicky and not to be trusted. Anyway, the guy gets checked out pretty quickly, which is awesome. But then it all just stops. The woman who'd been just behind him, so there's one person between her and me, shuts the whole thing down because she's wanting to argue about her right to use expired coupons that aren't even from this store. I know, right? The words guaranteed price matching kept coming up really fucking loudly, might I add. And the poor cashier is just having to take it. He keeps telling the lady that this chain has no such policy and that those aren't even coupons from this store. But she's not having it. So the cashier lights the sign up and calls for a manager, but no manager shows up for the next handful of minutes. Oh, I found out about that too. That's a whole different story. You're gonna love the way this one ends, trust me. So, the woman's still trying to argue about her coupons, and the person between us is intentionally ignoring the whole situation. It finally gets to the point where the woman is pointedly just standing there waiting for the manager to show up. But that little old couple, the one who'd been in front of me in the line right next to the one I was currently in, they get there first. They've checked out and are walking past her, and it's two women. One of them stops and pats the lady's hand and says, "Oh, dearie, I know you probably feel too young for this, but would my reading glasses help you right now? Because it's just that when I look at your coupons with my readers, I can clearly see that these aren't for this store. Would you like to borrow them?" And her partner just keeps slowly pushing the buggy and says that reading glasses don't fix stubborn and to come on. And that little old lady, oh, she just smiles so sweetly and says, "Well, it was worth an attempt. You might want to talk to your eye doctor anyway." And then leaves with the most exaggerated wiggle of her fingers that I've ever seen in my whole life. And I've never seen someone turn the shade of red the woman at the register did. And she started very deliberately stacking her coupons up and then slid them back into her wallet. She said the manager wouldn't be necessary, and that's exactly when the manager showed up. Splattered in watermelon from head to toe. Yeah. I heard all about that afterwards. Apparently, a shipment of them had been dropped off that morning, but it wasn't stored properly in the back. One of the unloaders left the pallet just a little bit too close to the bay doors, I guess. The watermelons got too hot and exploded all over this manager when he was walking through the storage area. He'd been stuck trying to deal with cleanup and get the watermelon off of his uniform. I have no clue where the other managers were during this, but the fact that this poor guy was the one to show up was just icing on the cake. So the lady just paid for her stuff and left after that. No more complaints, no arguments about her coupons. Watching her try to wave it off to the poor manager who was covered in fruit bits was amazing. Oh, he asked her kindly not to have an argument like that with any cashiers at this store in the future. I've never met someone covered in fruit who could give a thinly veiled death glare like that. Yeah, maybe I should see if he'd be willing to give me lessons. I thought you'd get a kick out of that. Do you feel up to eating dinner? I can go make it if you are. Yeah. You sit right here for as long as you like. Put on something you want to watch, and when dinner's done, if you want to eat it on the couch, we will. I'll watch whatever you want to with you, or I can go read to you in bed. I picked up a really interesting looking novel at work today. Whatever you want to do, I'm there. Of course, love.